This next song is actually about the inside of my head. I'm Gwen Stefani from the band No Doubt.
My name is Tony Cannell, and I play bass in No Doubt.
I'm Tom Dumont. I'm the guitarist in No Doubt.
My name is Adrian Young, and I play drums for No Doubt.
The legendary group is back.
Watch out. We're gonna slap you up. It's like, watch this.
With the release of their 6th album, Push and Shove. Over the next hour, we've got never-before-seen footage and an exclusive interview with the band as they reflect on more than 25 years of history.
We weren't struggling for fame. We were excited just to play the next show.
The growing pains.
Tony broke up with me, and all of a sudden, like, I had all these things to say.
The uncertainty.
And I remember those moments where we just be like, you know, if this record doesn't work, maybe we're good.
And the laughs.
I did a nude stage dive. I just know my sweaty balls landed on some poor youngster's forehead. I'll never forget that.
This is No Doubt, an E! Entertainment special.
I'm not sure that there's anyone who doesn't know who No Doubt is. I mean, they're legendary. They're iconic.
It's been 11 years since No Doubt put out its last studio album. Coming back into the pop music scene after a long layoff is always a gamble.
Push and Shove is an extension of everything we've always done. Musically, it's kind of everything that we loved growing up. Lyrically, it's kind of all over the place, you know, kind of about just things that I've been going through in the last few years. And that's what's so great about being able to kind of document your life in these songs, because it brings you right back to that point where you were, and it captures it. It's like a little snapshot of that time of your life. Back then, the girl that I used to be was such a passive kind of person. I just did what my brother wanted me to do. He was so cool, and he's the one that knew all about all the cool music, and he brought home the Madness record and the specials. I was 13, 14, you know, I was just getting into high school, and I felt like just by discovering that music, it really defined me. All of a sudden I felt like, okay, this is who I am.
Eric was such a creative person, and he was so talented.
He would force me to sing because he would play piano, and I'd be watching the Brady Bunch. He'd be like, come in here and sing my song. And I'd be like, no, I'm being lazy.
Gwen Stefani and her older brother got this band started with their friend John Spence. They had all worked at a Dairy Queen.
John Spence was the one that just really wanted to be in a band. He had gone to my high school. John was always at my house. My mom had to, feed him and drive him.
John was always smiling, happy, and really was about writing music and trying to make the band the best it could be with my brother. Ska music was huge at our house, so they were always just trying to cover what these other ska bands would do.
For us being young kids in Orange County, it seemed like we were doing something that was underground and kind of unusual.
It was 1987. I was 16 years old. I was a junior in Hanaheim High School. I'd been playing bass in high school jazz band for a year, and I met the original drummer of No Doubt. And he approached me one day through a mutual friend, and he said, hey, we started a band. We played a few parties. We're about to do our first show. It's at Fender's Grand Ballroom in Long Beach. We're looking for a new bass player. I was like, cool, I'll come check it out. So I went to the show, and the date was March 14th, 1987.
You can't get in unless you have this pad.
Fender's was this incredibly dirty club. You could smell like piss and beer, and it was amazing. No Doubt was the first of 14 bands opening for the Untouchables. They were spectacular. For their first show, it was wow. And a week later, I was trying out for them.
There had been kind of an unwritten rule. Nobody in the band dates Gwen.
The legend has it that Gwen pursued Tony, that there was some arm twisting involved with the two of them getting together.
Tony and Gwen, yeah, it was a secret. They tried to hide it from the band for a while, and then eventually they just we're dating, you know.
I was just in love with my boyfriend, and he was in the band, so it made it really great. We could hang out with him, and it was just so like naive, the whole thing.
So this is 88. I was in a heavy metal band, No Doubt. Always used to rehearse at our spot.
We would just dance and play like we were playing a real show. And at a certain point, we would get people that would be watching us through the windows. They'd be like, who are these weirdos? Like, who's that girl? Like, what are they doing in there? And Tom was one of those people.
They were the opposite of heavy metal, and they would bounce off the walls, and there was something really special about them. I ended up leaving my band, and just by total good luck, there was a flyer up at the rehearsal studio saying No Doubt's looking for a guitar player. So I took the whole flyer, so I didn't want anybody else to call them. So I called, and they let me try out. I had long, curly ass hair down to here, tied in a ponytail. Somehow, like, it just worked.
My friends and I used to go watch No Doubt. I was kind of becoming a regular at their shows as a fan. And I just thought, this band is so bitchin'. Man, I would love to play in a band like that. In 1989, I heard through a friend, No Doubt's looking for a new drummer. I was kind of shitting myself. Might have had my first shart. At that time, I'd been playing drums for about a year. So I had an audition with the band, and I had to wing it. And when they asked me, how long have you been playing drums? I told, about 8 years, so I needed to make up a lot of ground.
That was like the unit that really clicked. You know, me and Adrian and Gwen and Tony, and Gwen's brother Eric, it was great chemistry from the beginning.
Coming up.
A friend of ours introduced us that night and said, you know, this will be No Doubt's last show.
I can remember one show, I don't know where we were, but I remember thinking everything had changed for me on stage. Everything just felt right, and that feeling of feeling powerful up there, that is one moment in my life where I remember just feeling like electric.
When we first started out, we had two singers, John Spence and Gwen Stefani.
Next up, one of the most beautiful girl in the world.
John was kind of the focus on stage for that first year of the band. He was this like human dynamo.
Gwen, at that time, she was a little bit more reserved. She was singing with John, and she was dancing and stuff, but nobody in the band had the energy John had.
But John Spence apparently had been prone to depression.
I got the call from Eric Stefani. It was December 21st, 1987, and he's like, you need to come over. So I went over there, and everybody had gathered, and they broke the news.
He just looked at us and he goes, John's dead. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, he shot himself. And that was pretty awful.
Everybody was blindsided by this. We're really young, and trying to deal with something like that at that age is very, very intense.
It was devastating. We didn't know what to do. Like, we didn't know, would John want us to go on? Like, was the band over? I remember we had a big show coming up at the Roxy. For us, that was gigantic.
We decided that would probably be our last show. Just go and do it in John's honor. And I remember a friend of ours introduced us that night and said, you know, this will be No Doubt's last show. I don't know how we got through it. And that was it for a second, but we decided to persevere and keep moving forward.
After John Spence died, that's when Tom and Adrian came in. The next question was who's going to replace John as the singer with Gwen.
But at a certain point, we just kind of looked at ourselves and said, you know what? We have an amazing singer. We have Gwen.
It was just so fun because we were always playing with all these other bands that had guy lead singers. So being a girl and getting up there and trying to like compete with that, and that was the fun of the beginning, trying to prove myself. I always loved to be so glamorous, and I loved doing the costumes and the makeup, but I also love to get up there and just be like, ah, you know, and it doesn't matter if I'm a girl because I'm gonna make you go off right now, watch.
We won over a male audience that was there to see a band that was tougher than us. It was awesome. We felt like, well, we could play anywhere.
We were making music back then that was completely opposite to the music that was popular, and there was no lane for us. And so we weren't doing it because we wanted to get on the radio. We just loved doing it. We did have a big following in our small little pond, you know? Like, I would be recognized if I went to Tower Records or if I went to Kinko's to make flyers. Like, they'd be like, "Shh, that's a girl from No Doubt."
For us at the time, 300 people, 500 people, 1,000 people sold out. It was just like we were developing this amazing fan base in Southern California. After all those shows, even if it was a school night, we would come back to Gwen's house and we'd watch the tape and watch our performance. I can critique every move, and that was a cool jump, and oh, when you did that, and it was this amazing, like, feeding off each other.
We weren't struggling for fame. We were excited just to play the next show. And that just kind of grew. That energy and excitement grew to the point where all of a sudden the record labels and music business folks started coming around because there was just this buzz about the band.
Jimmy Iovine was just starting Interscope Records. He saw this band and he really felt strongly that Gwen had star potential.
Jimmy pulled me aside from the band and he's like, "Okay, well, I really think that you're gonna be famous in about 6 years." And I was like, "Who is this guy?" You know, I'm like, "Who are you?" First of all, in 6 years, I'm gonna have like 10 kids. I'm not gonna be doing this.
We signed with Interscope in 1991. We put our first record out in 1992. The way we made that record is they would find us really cheap studio time late at night. So we'd go to college, we'd work our day jobs, and we'd get in a car and drive up to LA from Orange County.
I can remember we would drive up in the Nissan Sentra, all of us crammed in there on the 5, and we were recording right on Hollywood Boulevard. We'd have to like load our equipment in and then load it out the same day on this elevator. It was just like, it was crazy.
So our first album, the self-titled No Doubt album, came out and there was no commercial success.
This was the time of Nirvana and grunge. The place in that world for an upbeat band with a girl singer was unclear to a lot of people.
By the time they were going to make the video for Trapped in a Box, a video for the one single from their first album, apparently Interscope was already sort of over it. So they had just $5,000 to make this video.
The Trapped in a Box video, you know, a lot of that was just homemade. Everybody just making their own costumes.
You know, you're excited, you've made this record, you're gonna go out there now and play these clubs, and we would play these shows around the country, and it wasn't Southern California.
The biggest disappointment was, for the first time ever, we were playing for nobody.
So it was discouraging on a certain level, but we were resolved to keep making records.
Coming up.
It was a really, really hard time period because it was me and Tony, my ex-boyfriend, talking about our life. The Beacon Street section of our lives was so fun. We just wanted to put music out so badly.
We had this band house in Anaheim, which was pretty awesome.
That is where Eric Stefani and Tom and Adrian all lived. Gwen's parents owned the house, and that became our base of operations.
Beacon Street was like a big deal because my parents were really strict. So to be able to have this place to go escape and like be there with all of our band and have our own house, it was great. And my parents let us build the garage into a real studio. It was the best thing that ever happened because it really taught us how to write and record music. It was just magic.
But things started to fall apart a little bit.
So we're in the studio making our second album, the big one. In 1993, we started recording some demos for the next album, the album that would eventually become Tragic Kingdom. It was a very frustrating record to make. And I remember those moments where we'd just be like, you know, if this record doesn't work, maybe we're good. Maybe we had a great run.
It was 3 years of back and forth. The record company didn't let us put the record out. We had to go behind their backs and put Beacon Street Collection out.
A big chunk of the songs that were not going to be on Tragic Kingdom, that was the Beacon Street Collection. And we produced it ourselves. We didn't even ask the label's permission, we just did it. We got 3 tracks that are happening so far.
If it wasn't for Eric Stefani, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And one of the casualties of the Tragic Kingdom record was Eric leaving the band.
And when it came to writing the record, they brought a producer in, and the producer basically wanted to change everything that he had done. There was a lot of changes that he didn't want to be a part of.
So there was a lot on Gwen especially. That was a really challenging time.
You know, Eric was the main lyricist of the band. When he departed in '94, we still had to finish the Tragic Kingdom record. And we had to kind of find ourselves. And Gwen became empowered as a lyricist to express herself. Just a Girl is probably the song that best describes what happened during that time for her.
I just remember writing it and sitting there going, wow, this is really how I feel right now. But have no idea anyone would hear it ever.
We weren't expecting big success. Just to have it heard was really exciting.
When that song hit the radio, everything changed.
It was like a miracle. I had just discovered that I could write songs, and then Tony broke up with me, and all of a sudden, like, I had all these things to say.
You and me, we used to be together.
I just remember just writing the lyrics. It was just so natural. It was what I was feeling.
Obviously, a lot of her lyrics were fueled by what we were going through. And Don't Speak was one of those songs that was almost like a catharsis for her. It's almost like venting her inner emotions. She found herself in her songwriting.
It was just an amazing, amazing song that just will always be like so grateful for. It gave us the whole life we have now.
Her newfound power of being able to write lyrics resulted in Tragic Kingdom becoming the huge breakthrough for the band.
But it was a really, really hard time period because we were doing all these interviews and they were really working us. I mean, we wanted it, we loved it, but it was me and Tony, my ex-boyfriend, talking about our life.
It was emotionally fatiguing. Talk about reopening a scar over and over every day.
And then at that point, I had met Gavin, and it was a really hard time period for me and Tony to be able to be so public. Going from not knowing anyone would ever hear these songs to everyone knowing what happened between us, which was a really painful thing for both of us.
I think for most bands, that would break up the band. But somehow, the overriding passion we had for the band helped us get through Gwen and Tony's breakup.
During that 28-month Tragic Kingdom tour, we went to some incredible places.
We were touring countries we never thought we would ever visit.
Really people in the back?
We'd get on stage and be like, watch out, we're gonna slap you up. And we would get up there and just be like, poo, poo, poo. And then once you have hits, it's like, watch this.
You're playing for 5,000 people in Israel, and everyone's crying. You're playing for 3,000 people in Bangalore, India, and everyone's jumping up and down. And you just start realizing everybody's the same.
not until you're really on stage and you see the people that actually are singing your life back at you that you go, wow, this is intense. You know, like this is really happening.
We'd already been on the road for, felt like it was a long time, and we were starting to get a little cuckoo. I just started doing weird, you know, add a little success and alcohol, and my balls grew. And for whatever reason, I wanted to show them off. So I started playing nude. At one point in Europe, I did a nude stage dive, and it kind of hurt my nuts a little bit. And I just know my sweaty balls landed on some poor youngster's forehead. I'll never forget that. It had to hurt them probably more than me.
Coming up.
It wasn't so much like envy that she was becoming a famous star. It was more like a fear of this is going to break us up somehow. We were playing like a benefit show at the Palladium, and we were looking at each other going, this is so crazy. We used to see our favorite bands here. Like, have we changed? I remember Gwen saying, really, we haven't changed. It's just like the world around us has changed. Like all of a sudden, everybody knows who we are. It's a trippy transition. We toured for 2 years behind Tragic Kingdom, and we came out at the end of it like grown up.
It was a time where everybody was getting used to the idea of being an established band and a celebrity.
Our loser band of 9 years is a little popular.
It's very surreal what's going on.
I gotta be honest, when we started to achieve success, it got weird. It got awkward in a personal way and inside the band, because after Tragic Kingdom started to become successful, Gwen started getting pulled in a lot of different directions. And one of those directions was away from us.
Learning to adjust to the separation of Gwen and us was tough. We always just thought of ourselves as a band. Spin magazine put Gwen on the cover and the rest of us weren't on the cover. You know, that's a very specific example, but it was an ongoing daily thing of being treated differently, and there were some petty feelings going on, I think, at the time.
Really, for me, it wasn't so much like envy that she was becoming a famous star. It was more like a fear of this is going to break us up somehow, that she's going to be pulled away. But it was just growing pains. And we came out at the end of it, like, with our friendships really strong and intact.
We came off this 28-month tour of Tragic Kingdom. We were exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, so we were in much need of a break, but we didn't really afford ourselves a break. It was just like the pressure of following up Tragic Kingdom at the time was so intense, and we went straight into writing Return of Saturn.
It was a hard album to write and to make because we're just trying to figure out who we were at this point. After the success, all of a sudden you have this huge audience that is waiting and everybody is paying attention, and that kind of puts like a weird pressure on you.
I think the lyrical content of Return of Saturn was very much what Gwen was feeling at the time.
Gwen had a new love in her life, is in this developing relationship with Gavin Rossdale, and this is rich material for a songwriter, always, the ups and the downs.
I think she was longing for that simpleness, you know, starting a family and maybe taking a break from being in the limelight.
Simple Kind of Life was written during a time where it was this sort of in-between phase where I just was questioning everything.
For a long time, I was in love.
I was sitting there and I don't even play guitar, but it just came out and I was like, oh my gosh, I just think I wrote a song. My only song I ever wrote on guitar on my own.
I think she envisioned having a pretty standard, normal life. And before Tragic Kingdom, our lives were very simple. And I think for each one of us, we probably could envision what a normal life would be like. In 1999, I decided I want to propose to my wife, Nina, on stage. you very much. I'd like to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you please marry me? It was a really big night for myself, my wife, and for the band.
Return of Saturn was such an intense record to make. And I think once we got it out, we're just like, it. We did what we needed to do.
We toured for close to a year behind that album. We were still like enjoying being together as a band.
While we were on the Return of Saturn tour, we were super influenced by Jamaican dancehall music.
After the show, we would set up DJ booths and have like dance hall parties, and we had a lot of fun. And dance hall was this like new flavor from Jamaica that we got really excited about.
Everyone felt very united, and it felt like the egos had died down after Return of Saturn. You know, everybody had these kind of egos, and there was none of that. Everybody was just open to anything and wanted to make a really fun record.
When we went into Rocksteady, the one thing that was kind of moving us was we wanted to have music you could dance to.
Rocksteady just felt fresh, and it felt really modern. We were trying to do something new, and it worked. It was the easiest record we've ever made.
If you thought you wanted to party with No Doubt, that would be the No Doubt song that you would want playing. It felt very bold and genuinely cool.
The thing about Hey Baby was it needed to really push the envelope of the band. It needed to feel modern and have an attitude.
It was a real departure from the earlier sound of the band. But we were following our inspiration and trying to move forward musically and be brave.
When we did the Hey Baby video, one scene that we pulled from real life was the party scene. It was an Interscope party in New York City, and there's these pair of gymnastics rings. And I'm looking at those rings, I'm going, oh man, I know someone's gonna say, get nude, get on those rings, because I used to do dares a lot for money. So a bunch of money comes in, and I get up on these rings, I'm naked, and I'm trying to do some gymnastics moves and some twirls and some upside down weirdness, and Gwen's talking to Snoop Dogg. And Snoop looks up and goes, what the is that? And she goes, oh, that's our drummer. He does that stuff all the time. I think there's an assumption that because I was gay, I think there's an assumption because I was naked in the video that somehow I'm gay.
Underneath It All was written during the Rocksteady period, and I remember I was walking in the park in Primrose Hill in London with my husband. Were we married yet? I don't even know, but I was with the guy that I like a lot, and I just had this line underneath it all. It was one of those kind of magical ones that just kind of appeared without even trying. I love that song so much.
When we won our first Grammy for Rocksteady, I didn't realize how excited I was going to be. When they said, the winner is No Doubt, I just remember going,
Everything about that Rocksteady record was just so triumphant and so beautiful, and it was just such a great way to kind of put a cap on those years of the band.
Coming up.
I was so sick. Like, there were songs on the tour that would make me want to throw up.
You know, we used to get lectured a long time ago by executives in the music business that our band needed to focus. And we were not very good at focusing. We wanted to kind of cover a lot of ground and play music that we like. After Rocksteady, we decided to put out a greatest hits record. We recorded one new song, It's My Life, which was a song from the 80s by a band called Talk Talk. Great song. I still have my cassette, actually.
It was exactly the right song for the right time and what we were going through as a band.
After we toured the singles collection, we all realized, man, we're burnt because we've done nothing else but the band since we were teenagers.
Felt right to like stop for a minute and refresh ourselves.
I had already had my son at that point, and we all felt like this is healthy. Let's do this. Let's take a break.
So many things had changed. I became a wife. You know, that changed everything. Because before that, I was married to those guys. You know what I mean? That was my band. There was nothing more important. It was our passion. So when I got married, that had to change because your husband has to be your #1 thing or it's never going to work, you know?
As our lives took different paths for a while, we still all hung out. The whole band was at my wedding, and I started a family, which was huge. We all, you know, one more time where like we went through this growing up phase.
The first couple years of that break were really intense for me. I was trying to find myself and trying to figure out what was next for me.
It was a great time for all of us to kind of grow as musicians and as people and to grow up independently a little bit from the band.
All those moments of just longing to be back together with my bandmates and be playing music together. That weird, challenging time of soul searching and feeling lost all makes sense now. It had to happen.
Gwen wanted to do something that she couldn't do like in the confines of a rock band. And she talked to us about it and said, I'm not leaving the band. I want to do something that I can, you know, only do on my own. And we were cool with it.
I got really inspired. I don't know where it came from. I really just wanted to make a record based on like Lisa and the Cult Jam. You know, like things that I grew up loving, and I just started putting myself out there, and I felt very vulnerable doing that. It was a huge, like, growing period for me because I really had to step outside of my world, and it was so intimidating. But the record came out, and it was amazing.
Love Angel Music Baby was a huge hit. She got hit singles right out of the gate. And now suddenly Gwen Stefani is a solo star.
Right when I'm about ready to go on tour, I get pregnant with my first baby, which is like, I mean, if you've never been pregnant before, it's a big deal. You're like, oh my gosh, your whole body's changing. Everything's different. And it's my first solo tour without my band that I've been with since I'm a kid, you know, with Harajuku girls that I barely know. And I had 9 costume changes. I never even did costume changes before, you know? I had all these things going on, and I was so sick. Like, there were songs on the tour that would make me want to throw up.
When she got past the first record, I got the sense from her that she wasn't done. She would come into my studio and she'd show me like her books with all the ideas of what she's trying to do. She's got such a wealth of ideas, it's unbelievable.
I came home, had the baby, and I just felt like I got cut off short because I got pregnant, and I still had more in me. Like, I had all these songs that were left over from the last record. So that's when I decided I'm gonna do The Sweet Escape.
Gwen was killing it. When the songs were coming out, it was putting her into this whole other stratosphere.
What typically happens is the singer leaves and they go solo and leaves the band behind, and Gwen never once thought of doing that at all. Every night on the Sweet Escape tour, at the end of the show, she would always say, "No Doubt Records coming up next," and the crowd would
Do we have everything for tonight?
It's almost like a date. It's basically like a date.
I'm not really an emotional displayer. Inside, I'm like...
Gwen was finishing up her second solo tour, doing a show at Irvine Meadows, and we went up with her on the encore.
This is our big, you know what, makeout session.
I was getting choked up, and I couldn't even really play because it was just so intense.
That feeling of being together on stage again was incredible. I think we all just said, okay, here we go. It's time now.
Coming up.
We all realized quickly, like, we can't be a good parent if we're in the studio 12 hours a day.
When we're on stage, we are in our true element. I think that's where we shine.
Gwen has the charisma of 10,000 people. Tony, he's got some of the silliest dances. Tom is the king of the scissor dance. That might be a Tom Dumont original. Adrian is always super high energy, just digging in and making faces. Gabe, he's got like one hand on the keyboard, singing, and I'm just acting like an idiot.
We really tried in 2008 to start writing this new album. Gwen had come home from her solo tours and had been pregnant with Zuma. And we were thinking, from a planning standpoint, we'll write the album while Gwen's pregnant. So that year, we got together a lot, but nothing gelled. Nothing felt right.
I feel like I was really depleted. There was a point where I couldn't even sing in front of the guys. Like, I would be embarrassed. Like, everything I was doing just sounded terrible. So that's when we decided to go on tour and get inspired.
One thing that was unique and different about that tour in 2009 is that we had our families with us.
It was really, really amazing to be on tour and have my two babies on the side of the stage watching me and just see how, like, my life has developed so much. So many of my dreams have come true.
To end up being the biggest tour we've ever done, that feeling came back, and that's what we needed to give us that energy to go back in the studio. And we knew that we have such incredible fans that they were going to be patient and let us do our process.
Push and Shove is really just a reflection, honestly, of who we are at this point in our lives, where we're trying to balance being parents now with being rock stars and musicians.
You push and shove, I take the bait. It's a risky business, gonna play it anyway.
It was really hard because of our lifestyle now with the kids, because I don't go home like at night and write songs in my journal. Like, you know, I'm up with the kids like all night long. I'd come to the studio and have this like window of time to write songs. And that's really challenging because writing songs takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of concentration, self-indulgence, and I don't really have that anymore.
Struggling for that balance is like the push and shove of the album. We all realized quickly, like, we can't be a good parent if we're in the studio 12 hours a day. That's probably part of why the album took a while.
I think it helped to have that angst, like having to be like, oh my God, this is never gonna happen. We had to really fight for it, and I think that's what made it great.
Whenever you're bearing your soul to the world, especially for them, the album, it should move people, it should touch people. I think there's something for everyone on that record.
When I wrote Settle Down, I was like, oh wow, the new Macarena, awesome. Everyone's excited about it, and people seem to really like it. It's like, oh really? You know, it feels good. It feels so good. The reality is when I'm listening to the song as loud as I can take it, and the song says everything I wanted to say, and it brings me to that moment, that's the reward for me.
To see how these songs take shape on a live stage is a completely different thing than writing and recording them in a studio. I'm so excited to play these new songs.
Coming up.
From when I was a really little girl, I always thought I want to get married and be a mom. Now that I am, nobody told me how hard it was going to be.
There are only 3 other people in my life that have the same experiences as me, and that's Gwen, Tom, and Adrian. And to now share this new experience of raising a family all together is pretty awesome after being together for 26 years.
From when I was a really little girl, I always thought, you know, I want to get married and be a mom. Now that I am a mom, nobody told me how hard it was going to be. They need you so much. And every stage that they grow, it's a new amazing thing, and it's new problems, and it's a lot. I enjoy my time with them. I really, really have fun.
She treats them as if they're little princes, and she does everything she can possibly do to make them smile every day.
I couldn't predict that I would have 2 boys that beat each other up every day, and, and 3 clothing lines, a husband, and a band. So it's almost too many ideas at one time, but somehow it's managing to work out.
We do have pretty normal lives. Like, my kids help me take out the trash and do laundry. We get to travel is about the most unusual thing. I imagine we all agree in the band, like, I want my kids to grow up as normal as possible.
There's no room for sucky dads. That's what I want to be best at, is being a dad. That's another thing I'm proud of my bandmates for. They're all really good parents. And I think that we've all benefited from having really good parents. Maybe that's part of the reason why we haven't become derelicts and ups. Thanks, parents.
Becoming a father was the best thing that ever happened to me. I've had so many incredible experiences in my life. When my daughter was born, I mean, everything changed for the better.
It's been really cool to see Tony settle down with his wife, Erin, and now they have Coco. It's awesome.
We were in New York doing some TV shows, and I took my wife and daughter, and we're super high up in our hotel room to watch my 18-month-old daughter like climb on the windows and look out and discover New York for the first time. Just really put things in perspective. It was beautiful.
When I think back to all the different stuff that had happened in this band, it feels like I'm making it up because it's so dramatic and extreme. The longevity of No Doubt is unexplainable. The fact that it's been going on for so long doesn't feel real. We are like the last band in the world that would ever make it. We were just doing the opposite of what was popular, so it doesn't make any sense. We're fooling everyone.
There's times when I want something more, someone more like me.
We've somehow managed to stay really tight friends after all these years, and I'd be lying if I said it was easy. And I'm really, really proud of all of us for persevering.
It's amazing that we've come this far. We've traveled the world together, and we've just experienced all these great new things together along the way. We don't take it for granted.
To be at this point and to look back and to know we still get to do this, we just feel really lucky.
It's really hard to take in the success or the fact that the music that we made really has any impact, because it's not real to us. You can't believe how powerful the music is. It's just a gift. It's hard to really let it sink in. This really happened. Someone chose me. I'm just this girl from Orange County. I'm just a regular, normal, regular person. So I feel really blessed to have the journey.
For more exclusive content, go to eonline.com.